Yeah, probably in terms of midfielders, we discussed, I was already here on the channel yesterday discussing midfielders for Man United, and we know that Ederson is waiting for Man United. There is an agreement already in place between Ederson and Man United in terms of personal details, so Ederson will be more than happy to join Man United. Ederson is giving priority to Man United. United had face-to-face conversations with Atalanta, with a mission in Italy in the recent days to line up the deal, to prepare the deal, and then it's obviously going to be on Man United to decide whether they want to proceed, give the green light or not. Man United are talking to several midfielders, so there is always the appreciation for Sandro Tonali, the appreciation for Elliot Anderson when Manchester City are also there. Mateus Fernandes is going to be another big name to follow for top clubs in England this summer, so there is going to be a lot of movements for midfielders.
Hey United fans, welcome back to United Focus, your home for all the latest Manchester United updates, transfer news and breaking stories from Old Trafford. Manchester United have officially wrapped up their Premier League season in style after a dominant 3-0 victory over Brighton at the American Express Stadium. And now all attention is turning towards what could be one of the biggest summer transfer windows in recent years. The atmosphere around the club has completely changed over the last few months. Michael Carrick's arrival transformed the season, taking United from a difficult period under Ruben Amorim to a comfortable third-place finish and a return to Champions League football. After signing his new long-term contract until 2028, Carrick is now preparing for his first full summer as permanent Manchester United manager, and the rebuild is already moving quickly behind the scenes. Now the real work begins. The transfer window opens June the 15th, and Manchester United are not waiting until then to do the groundwork. The deals are being built right now, the contacts are being made right now, and the most significant one is closer than ever. Fabrizio Romano confirmed it directly on his YouTube channel. Ederson is giving total priority to Manchester United. There is already an agreement in place between the player and United on personal terms. A 5-year contract verbally agreed. Face-to-face conversations between United representatives and Atalanta in Italy in recent days to prepare the deal. Another unnamed club called Atalanta in recent days to ask about the price. Ederson told them to wait. He wants United. Only United. Romano's specific words were powerful and unambiguous. Ederson is on the market. He wants to go to United. He is giving total priority to United. Despite another club calling about the price tag, he wants to wait for Manchester United. That is the clearest public statement any player can make about a transfer desire without actually signing the contract. The fee is £46 million, including add-ons. Multiple outlets confirming the same figure. Team Talk reporting a full agreement between the clubs with only final formalities remaining. Tutamakata Web saying a deal is close to being completed. Matteo Moretto saying new contacts between United and Atalanta this week to close everything down. 46 million, 5-year contract. The void left by Casemiro being filled by a 26-year-old Brazilian who is at the beginning of his elite career rather than the end of it. Michael Carrick's first signing as permanent manager, and it is a genuinely excellent one. Why does Ederson work in Carrick's system? The answer is specific and it matters. He is high energy, ball winning, strong defensive output, the ability to win possession and progress play quickly. He shields the defense and he covers ground with the kind of athletic intensity that the double pivot alongside Mainoo demands. Casemiro at his best did similar things, but Ederson does them with the legs and the appetite of a player entering his prime, rather than a player managing his decline. The one note of caution being mentioned by analysts is his tendency to roam, which requires a positionally disciplined partner alongside him to avoid leaving gaps in front of the back four. Mainoo provides that discipline naturally on the progressive side, but United's second midfielder signing, whether Tonali, Anderson, Tchouaméni or someone else, needs to complement rather than duplicate Ederson's profile. Carrick will have addressed that specific question in every conversation about the pairing since the Ederson pursuit began. But the club may not stop there. Another huge name still strongly linked is Newcastle United star Sandro Tonali. Reports from Italy suggest Tonali is actually Carrick's dream midfield target this summer. While Ederson appears close, United are still exploring the possibility of landing the Italian international as part of a major double midfield rebuild. Some reports claim Newcastle may be willing to listen to offers after missing out on Champions League qualification, although the valuation remains extremely high. Figures between 75 million and 100 million euros are being discussed, meaning United would need to make one of the biggest investments of the entire summer to complete the move. Tonali reportedly prefers a move to Old Trafford over Manchester City because he would play a more central role under Carrick, while City still have Rodri as their main midfield leader. Imagine a midfield next season built around Mainoo, Ederson and Tonali. That combination of technical quality, defensive work rate and energy would completely transform the balance of this Manchester United side. But there is another surprise developing in the market too. According to reports from Italy, AC Milan could now allow Rafael Leao to leave for around £43 million, significantly lower than previous expectations. The Portuguese winger has long been admired at Old Trafford, and with Marcus Rashford expected to leave permanently this summer, United are expected to enter the market for another explosive forward option. Leao's pace, dribbling ability and direct attacking style would bring something very dangerous to United's front line. There are still concerns about consistency, but under Carrick's system, many fans believe he could thrive alongside players like Bruno Fernandes and Benjamin Sesko. Speaking of Sesko, there is still some concern over the striker's shin injury after missing the final 2 matches of the campaign. However, the expectation inside the club remains positive heading into pre-season to elsewhere. Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea are all keeping close tabs on Bournemouth star Alex Scott, Team Talk understand, with serious interest emerging following the midfielder's impressive season. The 22-year-old has enjoyed a breakthrough campaign on the South Coast, having made 37 Premier League appearances this season and playing a crucial role in the Cherries' success. Scott's consistently top-level performances earned him the Cherries Player of the Month award for April and a place in Thomas Tuchel's provisional England squad for the World Cup, which has significantly boosted his stock. He did not make the final cut for England, but there are many who believe he should have. Known for his composure on the ball, dribbling ability and box-to-box energy, the Guernsey-born midfielder has developed into a dynamic number 8, capable of influencing games at the highest level. Man United appear the most determined suitors as they eye alternatives to Elliot Anderson, who has reached an agreement in principle with Manchester City. Reports suggest the club have held internal discussions and are considering a bid, viewing Scott as a long-term investment who could complement Mainoo in their midfield rebuild. Sources close to Old Trafford indicate he fits the profile sought by INEOS, young, technically gifted and Premier League proven, but competition for his signature is fierce. Man United are considering many midfield options. Atalanta's Ederson is on their radar, along with the likes of Newcastle's Sandro Tonali and Crystal Palace's Adam Wharton. But Scott figures highly on their shortlist too. Chelsea are equally keen, with the Blues stepping up background checks and considering Scott a serious option for their own midfield overhaul. An Enzo Fernandez exit is becoming more likely as the weeks roll by, and Scott could be a replacement for the Argentinian international. Meanwhile, several departures are also being prepared behind the scenes. Casemiro has already played his final game for the club. Jadon Sancho is expected to move on permanently. Marcus Rashford's future remains uncertain, with Barcelona continuing to explore a deal. And there are also reports suggesting Joshua Zirkzee could leave after interest from Roma intensified again. Carrick knows this summer is about building a younger, faster and more balanced squad capable of competing in both the Premier League and Champions League. One player United fans are incredibly excited about is Mainoo. The young midfielder has now been included in Thomas Tuchel's England World Cup squad after an outstanding breakthrough campaign. Carrick has made it clear that Mainoo will be central to the club's future plans, and the idea of surrounding him with elite midfield talent like Ederson or Tonali could help unlock his full world-class potential. And while transfers dominate the headlines, the mood inside the club is simply positive again. United ended the season unbeaten in their final 8 league matches. Bruno Fernandes matched the all-time Premier League assists record. Young players like Shea Lacey and Tyler Fletcher were introduced into the first-team environment. The dressing room atmosphere improved massively under Carrick, and for the first time in years, there is genuine optimism heading into a new season. Now the big question is simple. Will Manchester United complete the Ederson deal quickly and move aggressively for Tonali too, or will INEOS decide to spread the budget across multiple positions, including left wing and defence? Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: Manchester United are not planning a quiet summer. So United fans, would you take Ederson and Tonali together in midfield next season? And should Rafael Leao become Rashford's replacement if Marcus leaves permanently? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're excited for all the latest Manchester United transfer news throughout the summer, make sure you subscribe to United Focus right now so you never miss a single update.